how I did it, yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Hey, could count on my power, and look at my dogs from way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat grits.
These folks in the Circle City, they love their Colts, and they have packed the house tonight as we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Oilers and the Indianapolis Colts. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run with Taylor. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Goff on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a different story.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. Flushed out right. Oh, he's able to muscle him here as he pulls it in. That one covers 24 yards yards. It's a first down. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Mo Alley Cox, his tight end, and it's 3rd down. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. A shotgun snap for Goff. And it is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And the Colts are going to have it 1st and goal as they'll take this down to about the 3.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
On 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They go ahead and snap it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. This is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, so you'll get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, you know, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
The 46-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there, first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Pass on target, Prescott to Cooper. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 19. A good pickup there of 22. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
At the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Looking to throw on second down. Prescott. That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. First target, first catch at a first down. They'll try to run this one in. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a second and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
And he's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Lining up for the point after.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
5-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
If this is what you wanted to see from a defense, give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. They're going to go for it. It's Goff. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends. Block well, too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line. Now Taylor. And some room to work. Oh, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts have taken the lead. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Colts 14, Oilers 7. Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. It'll be a gain of 4. And just like that, it's third down.
It's a gain of 4. And it's third.
Prescott to throw it. Cooper's got it. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 29-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
Oilers.
Now a handoff looking right. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now they try the right side here. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Greg Zuerlein lining up for the point after.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Taylor. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
At the 30-yard line.
Second and 11 now. Taylor. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And this is going to be a Colts first down as the tackle made it at the 43-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Swinging this out quickly to Lamb. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 50-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
First down, Oilers.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. After the sack on first down, Prescott. This one caught left side by Cooper. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 27 yards there, a first down.
First down, Houston. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they've got it inside the
10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough 3rd and goal forthcoming. Touchdown, Houston. Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And his guys are going to take the lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
And 8.
From the gun on 3rd down. Goff. Catch made here by Campbell. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They are going for it. Goff. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff looking right. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Number 3.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Here's a throw out line complete to his running back right side. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. And to give this time to the tailback. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will extend their lead even further. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now, because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Throw here's incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Colts on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
31, Colts 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page, because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On second down, it's Taylor. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
Xavier Woods on the tackle.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They run once more with Taylor. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. Yeah, he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
Not much there, only a yard. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
At the 39-yard line.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Again, it's Taylor. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
4th down and 1.
They turn to Taylor on 4th. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Sometimes that's a danger putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So they bring out their punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was